Hey there. Welcome to your first step in learning SAP ABAP. Don't worry if you have no coding experience. By the end of today, you'll have a solid understanding of what ABAP is and how it fits into the world of SAP. Ready to get started? Great. So, let's start with the basics. You might have heard the term SAP before. But what exactly is it? SAP stands for Systems Applications and Products in Data Processing. It's an enterprise resource planning software used by businesses all around the world. It's basically a big system that helps companies manage their data, finances, human resources, sales, and so much more. SAP has different modules for different business processes. For example, there's SAP FI for financial accounting, SAP MM materials management, SAP HR for human resources, and so on. Now, ABAP, that's where we come in. ABAP stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. It's a programming language created specifically for SAP applications. ABAP is like the language that helps SAP do what it does. Just like English is the language we speak to communicate with each other, ABAP is the language SAP speaks to perform tasks and get things done in the system. Imagine you have a huge SAP system with all your company's data. But how do you get the system to do things with that data? How do you make it show you the right information or perform complex calculations? Well, that's where ABAP comes in. You can think of ABAP like a tool to customize and control SAP, allowing businesses to automate tasks and generate reports. ABAP is used mainly inside the SAP environment. It's written and executed in an interface called the ABAP Workbench. This is where developers, like you will be, write programs to interact with the SAP system. And don't worry, you don't need to memorize everything today. We're going to take it slow and steady. Let's take a quick break from theory and jump into a simple example. Imagine your company needs to see all the employees in the HR system. You need a list of their names, departments, and contact details. As an ABAP developer, your job would be to write code that pulls this information from the database and displays it in an easy-to-read format. Here's a very simple example of an ABAP program. Select star from employees where department equals HR. End select. This tiny piece of ABAP code is a command that tells SAP to select data from the employees table in the system, specifically pulling up all employees in the HR department. This is the basic structure of how ABAP communicates with data in SAP. In ABAP, just like in any programming language, we need to store data in variables. Think of variables as containers where we store information. For example, you might have a variable for storing a number, a name, or even a date. Each variable has a data type, which defines what kind of data it can hold. For example, if you want to store a person's age, you'll use a data type called integer. If you want to store their name, you'll use a character data type. Next, let's talk about control structures. In simple terms, control structures allow us to control the flow of the program. If we want to do something based on a condition like if a person's age is over 18, let them into the system, we use if statements. Here's a quick example of an if statement in ABAP. If age greater than 18, write you are eligible. Else, write sorry, you are not eligible. End if. This code checks if the person's age is greater than 18. If it is, SAP will show you are eligible. If not, it will display sorry, you are not eligible. This is the basic flow of an if-else statement. As you can see, ABAP lets you control how the program behaves based on the conditions you set. It's like giving your program a set of rules to follow. One of the most common tasks in ABAP is retrieving data from the database and displaying it. This is called data retrieval and output. Let's say we need to retrieve a list of all employees and their salaries. You would use a command like select to pull the data from the database and then use write to display it on the screen. This is the heart of what ABAP does, getting the data you need and showing it in a meaningful way. Okay, that was a lot, but we've just scratched the surface. We've covered what SAP ABAP is, how it fits into the SAP world, and how we use it to work with data. With practice, you'll get better at writing ABAP code and solving business problems using SAP. The best part is, ABAP is highly in demand, and companies all over the world are looking for skilled developers. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Your support means a lot. See you in the next one.